Dennis. My name is Christine with 4Link Marketing. I reached out the other day about providing a video showing you some suggestions on how to improve your online presence. I did a little bit of research, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. So as we know, any consumer, right, if they're looking for a product or a service, they're going to go to Google and they're going to type in a keyword in the search bar there. And in your situation, your future consumer would be typing in home remodeling, Pittsburgh, for example, right? And whenever we see a location at the end of that, that's what we call a buyer intent keyword. Now that tells us that that is a local consumer looking for a local business to get service done right away. So they have that higher buyer intent, right? They're looking for the service to be done now. And just based off of convenience, let me show you this area right here. Now, these are ads, by the way, and they're great to run. But what's the most important section of this whole entire search result here is this section right here. And this is what we call the Google Map Pack. Now, these are your top three competitors in the Pittsburgh area. And essentially, again, based off convenience, because this consumer that's searching this keyword or buyer intent keyword, they're looking for a service to be done now. So they see these companies first, and ideally, these companies are going to get the most clicks and the most leads converting to new customers. So it is really important to be within this top section here. And most importantly, this number one section, because they statistically get the most clicks and, of course, get the most customers out of every company that's listed on the search results for any search result, really. But being in this top position is most important. Now, I looked here to see where you were located at within the business listings, and let me just see here quickly. Okay, there you guys are right there. So that's good. You guys are on the first page of Google, which that's perfect. You want to be on the first page to a minimum because 98% of consumers do not get past the first page of trying to find a company to contact, right? They stay with on that first page. Now, as you see, you're kind of like in the middle section there. There's a number of ways on how to improve your ranking. So you could so I see you have reviews there, which that's wonderful. Is to reply to those reviews. So comment on them like thank you or what have you. So commenting on your reviews. Doing weekly posts where you post photos such as job photos or branded photos, which have you, and have them geotagged to your area, to the Pittsburgh area. And then another thing that we do for our clients is it's what's called citations. So a citation is basically your contact information. So your website, URL, your email address, your phone number, and that information is given to as many people as possible. Google is kind of like a popularity contest. So essentially, we look to see where your competitors are listed at or the amount of areas that your competitors are listed at. And we pretty much meet that number and then we beat them by anywhere from like 50 to 100. It really depends. But we basically give your information out to directories. So like Yelp, Super Pages, Yellow Pages, areas like that. And the more that you have, so the more than your competitors, the more popular you're seen in Google's eyes. And essentially you outrank them. So that's one tactic that we do for our clients that really helps them rank within that top three section pretty quickly. So, and also too, your business description. So you're about us. Make sure you have 750 words within that. Google likes to see that number with me, like a content, like home renovations or home remodeling within there. Okay. Now this section down here is what we call organic listings. These are websites that have a minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the homepage. That's Google's like requirement is what they like to see. And within the content or what drives the content are the keywords. So like home remodeling Pittsburgh, right? Like you see here, home remodeling Pittsburgh. So Google considers these websites like preferred websites and ranks them accordingly. So for example, if you have home remodeling Pittsburgh all over your homepage, you're going to come up within that search result, right? And sorry about that, my phone. Actually, it's my alarm. So these are websites that have that requirement. And I'm just looking here, and you are not on the first page. So that's something I have to do a little bit of research to see exactly where you're located at. But ideally, you want to be listed again within the top three here and the top three within this section here. Now, I know this is Angie's list right here, but hopefully get them knocked out and get your website right there. Because of course, if you're listed within both sections there, you're the most visible, and you have the highest percentage of getting a consumer to reach out to you versus any of the companies that are listed on the page there. So to kind of get more visible there within that search result. So taking a look at your website here, I think the layout is absolutely perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. I mean, you got your, I would say, oh, okay, I thought that was a click. So you would want that to be what we call a click to call, so that when a consumer's on their mobile device, they can just click it and click the button and call you right away versus like manually entering the numbers. Now this looks like, okay, that's a click to call right there. So that's perfect. So maybe just do this one too, because it looks like you can, be able to click on it. Now, let me see here. And you have a good amount of content on there. Yes, all the way here. Um, but I would definitely get more of the that buyer intent keyword like we talked about, like home remodeling Pittsburgh, PA, right? So take out like that company in. You want to have that home remodeling Pittsburgh, PA, or home renovations Pittsburgh, PA. And I'll show you a little bit which keywords have the most traffic. So essentially you get the most consumers from being in that search result for those keywords. And you want to do the same for these service pages too. So like metal roofs, Pittsburgh, PA, you want to have that, that buyer intent keyword all throughout. And also I suggest doing location pages where you have content and the buyer intent keyword like we talked about as well. Okay, now this right here, this is the behind the scenes to your website. So this is a paid program I pay for every month that helps me with my research and my website audits. And again, this gives me like the behind the scenes, like the background data to what's going on. See how your website's working for you. Now this rating right here, this is on a scale of 100. This is Google's trust factor. So ideally we would want to get this number kind of beefed up, matched along with this one to really get your visibility shown more. And ideally the most thing is to boost up your trust factor with Google. So we talked about like citations and get the keywords on your websites right. And taking a look at the keywords you have on your site. Now, these are the exceptional ones. They're what we call branded keywords. Now, this one right here, so Pittsburgh metal roofing, 200 people searching that keyword alone or buyer intent keyword every month. And you guys are in the 18th position. Okay, so you really got to get you in that top position there so you can really get more leads from that because that is a high traffic, high volume buyer intent keyword there. This one right here. So home exterior renovations, that's what we call a national key term. So like somebody in California could be searching that. So that necessarily wouldn't be viable, for you getting a new consumer. We really focus on those buyer intent keywords. Like we said, like the metal roofing, metal roof Pittsburgh, right? Home remodeling Pittsburgh. So like those keywords, that's what we're talking about. The ones that have that high volume, get in that top position there. So again, you can get those new leads rolling in every month, converting to new customers. Okay, so that's to just give you an idea. Now let me show you the organic traffic that you're getting every month. So this is an average about the amount of people that's reaching out to you every month, whether, to get more information, an estimate, schedule an appointment, what have you. Now, these are the people that's finding you online and reaching out to you, okay? So within your Google search results, whether the keywords, the Google My Business page, okay, within that Google Map Pack. Now, let me show you here one of your competitors. So this is a top competitor in your area. Their website's great, right, overall. But what's really important, of course, design's important of a website, but what I really focus on is the behind the scenes. Again, how the website is working for you, because you want it to work for you, right? As you see here, this number is a little bit more than what your number was, right? Almost double the amount. But look at the amount of keywords that they have on their website and look at the amount of traffic that they're getting every month. So I don't know what their their closing rate is. I'd say let's go with like 20%. That's kind of like the standard average of a closing rate. So with that amount of people, a little over 1,000 people reaching out to them every month, just finding them online, 20% of that are new customers for them every month. Okay. And then just that's the power of getting those high volume keywords and be in the top position as you're seeing here, right? Bathroom remodeling, right? Bathroom remodel. There's another one, just a different variation, but look at the volume, okay? And this number right here shows me that it would be really easy to outrank them very quickly. Now let me show you another competitor of yours here. Like I said, same thing, website's great. What's really important is the behind the scenes. Now, as you can see here, they don't get as much traffic as, oops, of course my internet's going to take, but as you can see, they have a little bit more keywords, but they still get a pretty decent volume of traffic every month based on their online presence. So as you can see here, a little over 1,000, not quite 1,000, right? But definitely substantially more than what you're getting every month, right? By how your website is working for you and your Google My Business page. So I just want to offer you some suggestions on some things you can do on your own and really provide you some information on how important it is to really optimize your website and again, your Google My Business page to get new leads coming in, ultimately converting to new customers. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'd be happy to talk. If you're interested, we can get a game plan together to see what works for you. But ultimately, I just wanted to provide some information and to educate you as well. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you're having a wonderful day and take care. Bye-bye.